It helped me build connections because we're on Zoom and it's really hard to build connections. And even to this day, in my biology class, which I have in a few minutes, even then I sit with the people that I met through LIPI.
Not being able to talk to my teachers face to face about it, like we had email, but it wasn't how my brain worked for doing homework and such. There was a sectioned area where I was able to just do what I needed to do in order to focus, and it just, I don't know, it just put me in a school mindset because I was actually in a school.
Miss Armour made a point to keep us apart but bring us together in a sense, and we really got to know each other on a different level than we would have through distance learning.
I was a part of the AP Chemistry LIPI group, and we were able to come in and do our labs that we didn't get to do during school year this year. It was really helpful to be able to see the labs in person and be able to do them myself, because the year in CDL we kind of just watched labs online, and that wasn't super helpful in being able to actually understand what happens inside the labs and all the chemistry of it. So it was nice to be able to come in and understand that a little better.
I had trouble focusing because of all the little distractions around the house.
It helped me get my assignments up because I was having trouble learning and figuring out things on my own and figuring out time schedules at home.
Well, I wasn't going to any of my classes and I wasn't doing any of my work because I also had to take care of my three brothers. My brother Miguel is 14 and my other brother Junior is 12 and my littlest brother is 10 months. I always have to make sure that they're in class and that they're on time. So it was really hard because I'm a student that needs a one-on-one or in-person teaching, because that's just how I get my work done better. It changed a lot because I actually got a lot of work done and I was able to get a lot of my credits that I needed to be able to graduate. I wasn't that worried about my brothers not being in class or anything, so it was much easier for me to pay attention and to get my work done. High school was a joke to me. I didn't care. I did not show up to any of my classes. I wouldn't come to school. I would be really disrespectful to the teachers, and I would always be trying to get in fights, and I just didn't care about school at all. I think it's changed over time because I was thrown really big responsibilities at a really young age, and with those responsibilities came taking care of a household kind of, because I had to make sure that my brothers were fed and that they went to school. Because at the time my mom was pregnant and she had fell into depression, and she wouldn't come out of her room at all to eat or nothing. If I didn't bring the food to her, she wouldn't eat at all. And she was just in her room all the time because my parents recently got divorced and everything. So I was thrown really big responsibilities. So that had made me mature a lot. I became really mature with time. I have learned a lot of things, and I'm thankful for that. So, Miss Carlson, she has been a really big part of this because she has been there for me since day one, and she's always been there. And Kristen, Mr. Patterson, and Miss Green. It's just I have a really big team of people that have always been there to support me, and I'm just really thankful for them. And yeah, that anything is possible just with really hard work and never to give up.
I definitely miss school a lot this year, and I miss seeing people and seeing teachers, and I think it was nice to be able to come in and see some of my classmates in person, see my teacher in person, and feel like I was actually in the school doing something this year.